Guacamole. Let's make some guacamole. Here's what I'm gonna make it out of. Now you'll notice one blaring problem. There's no lime, but that's okay. You don't have to use a lime. I'm gonna use a clementine. Clementine is gonna be sweeter, so it won't have that icy coolness that a lime would have, but instead it'll have a little kind of a warm sweetness. It'll be good. It'll be just fine. So, got my bowl. First I'm going to, well, first let's take a look at these avocados. Now, the thing about avocados is, when I go to pick one, I pick them by the color. If it's black like this, you know it's ripe. You don't need to like molest it with your thumb. You don't need to destroy it and bruise it. Some people go along and they'll put like a crater in every avocado at the store. And really, you don't need to even touch an avocado to know if it's ripe. If it's black, then it's ripe. Okay? That's it. You don't need to go around torturing avocados. So now, let's see how this avocado is. Ooh, it looks good so far. Beautiful. Beautiful avocado. Just pop the core out. And now with a fork, I'm gonna scrape the avocado right out into the bowl. Scrape it out. And this one, beautiful. This is a beautiful avocado. It's perfect. And as you can see, we got lucky. We got one that no one had molested. Because if you get one that's been molested, when you cut it open, you'll see these big gouges that are brown where somebody went along absent-mindedly poking it because somebody taught them that's what you're supposed to do to tell whether an avocado is ripe. It drives me nuts. Okay. Now, let's spice it up just a little bit. I'm going to use a shallot. Now, I don't want to destroy my sex life, so I want to keep just enough shallot to make it interesting, but not so much shallot that I'm actually going to scare people away after I eat this. So first we're going to peel the shallot, and I just cut off the ends, and now I'm just pulling off the wrapping, the nice paper-thin skin. I'm going to slice right along here. I'm going to make neat little slices because I want these to be sliced so fine. So fine. And now I'm going to cut them the crossways. And I'll mince it one more time, going this way, this way, this way. Every way I can. There. Now we've got avocado and shallot. I think I won't even need this extra shallot. We'll see. I could save that for something else. Save it for salad dressing. Okay. Now, to juice things up a little bit, I'm going to add my clementine juice, just to give it some lubrication when I go to mash it. Yeah, make a nice mush out of it. Now you can decide, it's up to you how mushy it goes. If you get a great avocado that's nice and ripe like this one, see how it just kind of explodes through the fork? It's just so ripe and perfect that you can make it kind of fluffy as you mash it. It gets fluffy. And if you want, you can just keep mashing it until it's totally smooth. Or I like to leave it just a little bit chunky. So there's some bits of avocado that are not mashed yet. Okay, now let's do the tomato. I'm going to do the tomato by 3 cuts. 1, 2, and then the third cut is going to remove that little belly button. And now I'm going to mince it up. And when you go to mince your tomato, just chop it up into nice little chunks. It doesn't have to be destroyed. I like to line my blade up so that I'm cutting across the skins. That way I separate all the skins. Now, about the only seasoning this is going to need is a little salt. And I'm going to add it just to the tomato because I like the tomato is wet, so it'll kind of dissolve chunks of the salt. It'll let the salt kind of move through the tomato juice. And then I'm also going to add this. This is basically just chili with a little bit of dehydrated lime juice in it. So even though we use the clementine instead of a lime, we're still using lime juice in a way. Okay, so now again, what we're doing here is we have these little flavor pockets, right? So there's going to be moments where you're going to get hit with a big crystal of salt, and there's going to be pockets of clementine juice that are not mixed in. That's what makes guacamole exciting. Don't ever make guacamole in a blender. You don't ever want it to be so completely homogenized that there's no difference from one bite to the next. All right, now I'm going to take my tomato and just drop it in there. Now here's the painterly part. Here's where you get to be a painter. You get to decide, how much do I mix it up? I'm going to just kind of toss it. That's it. That's it. Don't mix it up any more than that. If you mix it up more than that, you're going to mix the green with the red, and you're going to get kind of a mushy, like brown color. Keep the green and the red separated. That way it's more beautiful. And that's pretty much it. That's guacamole. I'm going to give it a little taste. I think it needs more salt. You know what? I'm going to use garlic salt. Just because it's really my go-to, for one thing. But also, I kind of miss the garlic taste. But I do have the shallot. The shallot is in there. The shallot is definitely adding a little aroma. All right, let's give it another shot here. Yeah. That's nice. Now, we can make it spicier, which wouldn't be a bad idea. So I think I'm going to just go with cayenne. I'm going to just tap out some cayenne. I'll give it a nice healthy chunk. And I'm going to go just give it a light dusting. I like how the cayenne sort of shows up on the edge of the bowl here, so that if you're about to dip into it, you know it has cayenne because you can see it there. It's like a nice little warning you can give to anybody who's going to taste your food. That's better. I want to give it just a little more clementine juice, just a little more sweetness. Get rid of that seed. Yeah. That's super. All right. Well, there you go, guacamole. Now, maybe you can tell me what kind of you can tell me how you like to do your guacamole. Do you like it with chips? You like it on toast? You like it next to your chorizo? Yeah, let me know. I think I'm going to have it on a potato chip. I'm going to get a potato chip. Hold on one second. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it on a potato chip. It looks good, right? It's super. The chips already have salt of their own, so you don't need to add any more salt to the guacamole. Well, make it so you can try it and then tell me how you like it. And if you do, take a picture and tag me because I'd really like to see how it comes out. Okay, until next time. See ya.